Hi, welcome to Hikate's Crossing. Oh, I'm so excited about getting this. This is a new arrival, a new release. I do have the Zoltan Tarot, which is why I wanted the Mayan Oracle. So I had a look at this. This is by Christine Hernandez, illustrated by Tek Patel, okay, the Mayan Oracle. Now, it is a Hay House one, 2-piece box, guidebook. Okay, so how many pages in the guidebook? With the information with the author and artist, it's about 125 pages. Okay, so this deck is, it has the Nahuales, the deities, the notable aspects, and the 13 sacred Mayan numbers. Okay, so it has got a little bit of an introduction. It talks about the calendar. Oh, there's quite a lot of information here about the sacred calendar, and then it talks about using. So it's got two functions. This deck serves two functions. It can be used as an oracle deck or daily as a Mayan calendar, or as both simultaneously. As an oracle deck, you can ask questions and receive guidance before you pull, and as you shuffle, feel gratitude in your heart and give thanks for the guidance you will receive. For an oracle reading, pull a single card or a spread of 3, 4 or more cards. Make sure to shuffle them, and then you can spread them out in a vertical line. You can also let them fall out as you shuffle or pull cards as you are intuitively guided. If you're working with the cards to give someone a reading, you can have them think of or speak a question aloud before pulling cards. In the Mayan cosmovision, each day consists of a Nahual and a coordinating number. The book offers guidance on each Nahual, the 13 sacred numbers, Mayan deities, and other notable aspects. Each card contains a core message, spiritual guidance, and a prayer for the deity. So there's quite a lot in it. To find the energy of the day, use the Tzolk'in app or the link, or they've got a link here. Okay, these resources will connect you daily with the wisdom of the Mayan calendar. If you'd like to learn more about the Mayan energy of the day, okay, you can read or interpret your full Mayan birth chart. You can contact Christine on her website there. I am ChristineOliver.com. Okay, so it talks about what the Nahuales are, what they represent. So when you've got, okay, so the first one is Emox. Okay, so the Nahuales, Emox represents water, water lily, crocodile. So it's got a lot more on it than just what's on the card, as you can see here. This one just has water, water lily, and crocodile. But it does have intuition, sensitivity. So those things you can think about. What is water? Water is that sensitive energy, that love, relationship, sort of emotional energy, right? Water is emotional energy. Sensitivity. So then it goes through what it means, and then it's got a core message, a spiritual guidance, and then a prayer as well. So there is quite a lot here if you want to connect with the deities on a deeper level. Okay, there's no actual spreads or anything like that. I think, like it said, I think you can use it any way you like, really. I think you could do it. It's all about working with the deck, and how you work with it is up to you. So yeah, interesting book there, but let's have a look at the imagery. So you can see that we have, let's look at the cards. We've got the image, we've got a number, we've got the title, and then we've got some keywords underneath to give you a bit of a clue about what the card could mean. So it doesn't give you all the keywords from the guidebook, but it does give you something to sort of think about. if you're thinking quickly, and then use the guidebook for a little more. I love the imagery. I think it's stunning. Really cool imagery. So this is going to be interesting to see what it's like with the Zoltan Tarot, how I work with it. Now you could work with this with any tarot deck, okay? I'm just saying that's what I got it for. You could use it as a standalone deck. I'm very much into themes with my tarot decks. Very much into like culture. I like culture decks to be in themes, like your tarot and oracle, or Lenormand example, like the Santa Muerte Tarot, and the Santa Muerte Lenormand. But this I love with the Zoltan Tarot. I think it's going to be awesome, so it'll be interesting to dive into a little bit more. I will dive into the cards for readings, play with them a little bit, dive into them, and sort of really get to know them again, especially the Zoltan Tarot again. So it'll be nice to work with these together and really get to know this deck and what each card actually means, and see what the imagery speaks of. Because you can use this, remember, you can use just the images if you like. You could use the keywords as a bit of a jumping point and see what the images could speak to you. The images can give you other messages, whether a colour stands out. You know, like for me, the purple, and that could be about your third eye or the crown chakra, the messages from the divine, a bit more divinity energy. Now, I know it says about protection. Oh no, this is obsidian. This is more black. But to me, this is very purple, very third eye energy. So, could be about being protected with your, but this is an obsidian. This is more black with protection. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, straight away I got sort of like a divine awareness. So, maybe being protected as you're connecting with your divine awareness could be a message that comes through for a reason. Now we've got Jade, Zashtun, totem of all Mayan culture. Now this is Jade, so this is a very heart chakra, seeing the light out of the dark. Very healing energy. So I'm just having a palm, which is copal, sacred incense. Okay, so I don't know much about copal as a sacred. Jean means first cycle. So what does it say? The message just says sacred. So maybe a sense of sacredness, divine awareness. Jean, first cycle of something. So yeah, I think they're really excellent. I think these are, now the cards have a bit of a, you know, they're not super thick. They're a matte. But I'm very gentle with my cards anyway. I don't think I'm super rough. So I think I'll have a... So beautiful imagery. Now this is Kabalaju. It's a 12th cycle. Oh, these are the cycles. So I don't know much about that. So I'll have to dive into those a little bit more. So some I might be able to use just my intuition, the keywords, the intuition, whatever comes through, but more, some of them I might have to use a little bit of the guidebook, depending on what it is and what it means, and I think that's just about practice. Let's have a look and see what card comes through, and then we'll see what the message is. Okay, so this one here popped out. Okay, Abel, which is Night Bat Twilight. This is card number 3. So we're talking about something to do with the night time. So maybe we're finding ourselves in a bit of a dark. Now, what does the bat mean? Now, if I'm thinking Maori, for me, the bat or the pika is more of about your psychic abilities, which is interesting. So yeah, twilight, dark. So it'll be interesting. So depending on what your thoughts are on what a bat could mean, might be different for each of you if you're coming in just with your intuition. But let's have a look and see what it says here. Okay, so the key words they have here is sunset. Okay, we have twilight, so we have that sense of the sun setting, it's going into the dark, you're moving into the darkness. That creativity, time between time, worlds between worlds, the bridge between two things, day and night. Okay, let's have a look and see what it says here. Like raw clay, a material with potential yet to be shaped, Akabal symbolizes things that are not fully developed. Akabal is this energy reminds us of how essential rest is. Surrendering to the in-between states is how healing happens, how inspiration takes root, and how we can be reborn and begin again. Okay, so that's interesting. So the core message is the journey of creation begins with an idea or vision, much like how a potter dreams of a piece before touching the clay. This vision is the raw clay's invitation to become set upon the wheel with intention. Then the transformation from a concept to a physical embodiment begins. Akabal is this magical moment where the potential for life is recognized. It marks a transition from the realm of ideas into the tangible world. Spiritual guidance. Akabal signals the first hint of a new day on the horizon, the moment when darkness fades and the promise of light emerges. This is the seed of all beginnings, the initial spark that can grow into a full blaze. With nurturing the spark, this idea is fresh and still, forming caught between dreams and reality. Thus, the encouragement from friends, families, and community is the necessary fuel to help the spark grow, transforming a vulnerable beginning into something strong and vibrant. The prayer. Guided by the light of Akabal, I hold the raw clay of potential in my hands, with my heart full of creativity and guided by intention. I have the vision to see deep into the present, to shape beauty into the tangible. When all is still and possibilities are endless, may I have the courage to nurture the delicate spark of new ideas. May the encouragement of my kin, the support of my community, and the warmth of divine light fan the spark into a blaze. Okay. As I learn to walk between worlds, between the light and dark, I will shine my light even in the darkness of places, recognizing the potential within and around me. My beginnings, no matter how small, will be blessed with the promise of growth and the strength to overcome all challenges. Okay, so that's kind of interesting there when you think about this card. So let's have a little think about it. So what does this mean for me today? You know, are we moving into a new day? Are we beginning anew? Are we moving into the night? Are we getting a little bit creative with something? Are we in between something? Are we in between two aspects of our life? Are we in between maybe two jobs? Maybe we're moving, we're in between that moving stage, getting a house, that sort of thing, or maybe we're in between maybe we're travelers and we might be in between travels, having a break at home sort of thing. You could look at it like that. So maybe you're in between of resting. You know, you're resting at the moment because you've been hectic, you've been crazy, and you're allowing yourself that rest period to have a moment of healing. But let's have a look and see. Ooh, this is going to be a long video, which I'm going to have to break down. Right, so let's see if we've got one more card to give us a bit more information. And the card that comes out is Shak with God of Rain. So this is a bit of a cleansing energy. This to me straight away, I get a cleansing energy. Okay, cleansing energy. And I've got job with the 5th cycle. So maybe it's to do with working. So we're going through a bit of a cleansing stage in regards to working. So let's have a look at the job situation. So what say we did the 5th cycle, didn't we? I just want to have a look and see what it says a little bit here. Okay, so you've got the 5th cycle. Just going to see if it says the Mayan sacred calendar draws inspiration from the human body. Okay, with the 20 nawali symbolizing fingers and toes and the 13 numbers symbolizing mated joints. The number 5 represents the hand. Okay, something to do with the hand, highlighting its connection to work and action. It's also associated with the concept of karma, meaning that through our actions we work to settle our spiritual and worldly debts. In Mayan tradition, one of the key ways to address these debts is through the sacred fire ceremonies, an integral part for cleansing and renewal. Okay, so here we're going through a bit of a cleansing and renewal energy coming up here. Okay, so connection to work and action, also associated with the concept of karma, fire ceremonies, cleansing and renewal. Now is the time to work and put in both the physical and spiritual realms. So now it's time to put in a bit of effort so that you can go through the cleansing energy. Okay, this is about putting in some effort. Okay, so you can have that cleansing energy. So you've got that renewal. The connection between 5 and karma implies the challenges you face may be linked to past actions or decisions. However, this also means you have the power to influence your path forward through positive actions and intentions. This card is an invitation to embrace the work required to move through life challenges. It's a call to action, reminding you that your hands, symbolic of your capacity to work and create, are key tools in navigating and transforming your challenges and opportunities for growth and karmic resolution. This period is an essential step in your journey, a chance to actively participate in shaping your destiny. Okay, again, there is a sacred practice if you want to go into it a bit more depth, and a prayer as well. For example, bless my hands, the tools of creation and change to empower me to work with heart and purpose. May the warmth of the fire remind me of the potential for renewal within me. Please purify my spirit and guide my actions towards balance and fulfillment. Interesting indeed there. So we've got check. I just want to see what page that's on. 71. I just want to see what the keywords are. Okay, it just says Chak, God of Rain and Thunder. Okay, so Chak is the Mayan deity of rain, thunder and lightning, wielding control over the elements to nourish the earth and ensure the fertility of crops, as the bringer of life-giving rains and the protector of farmers. Chak plays a crucial role in agricultural cycles, connecting the heavens to the earth through the vital element of water. Okay, so this is more about nourishing the soul. This feels like nourishing gifts of nature, reminding you the interconnectedness of all life and the importance of water for survival. So this is more about a nourishing aspect as well. So when you're looking at these, so you've got this sense of birth and renewal, right? And again, you've got that giving life. So this is a lot about, just remember the action that you put into your life to nourish your soul. I think that sense, so you've got that sense of renewal and rebirthing. So this is a really beautiful message to dive into. I know this is going to be a couple of videos, So don't forget to go back and watch the first part. If you've gone through and watched this, you'll see the flip through of the cards. Okay, that's it from me. Take care and blessed.